Welcome to the State Farm postgame show.
Oh, the Eagles win much easier than the score indicated. Dallas Goedert, it looks like Gronk back in the day with a couple stiff arms.
That's right, baby.
Into the end zone for the 24-yard touchdown. 22-10. The Eagles win at home to officially move on in the NFC playoffs. As we welcome you to the State Farm postgame show, before we talk about that game, let's get it right back out to Philadelphia, where Saquon Barkley is standing by with Aaron Andrews.
Teammates screaming, Saquon, you're our savior. The classy move, Saquon, to take the slide, not take it to the house.
Yeah, they kind of gave me a little bit. They told me I probably should have took a little bit more, but at the end of the day, the most important thing in playoff is winning and advancing, no matter how it looks. And there's some things we could work on, we can improve on, but defense played a hell of a job, and we came out and got to win. Answering
all my questions here that I had lined up for you, Saquon, when did you know, in this defensive physical battle, that yards were going to be really hard to come by?
In the beginning of the week, it's playoff football. Like, that team really well coached, and they got a lot of great players, so we know it wasn't going to be easy, but like I said, at the end of the day, no matter how it looks, you just want to get the win.
And this is why you said you came here, of course, to help build that legacy. What does it mean to play next week, and what are you looking forward to?
Love it. A year ago, I put a tweet when I was on my couch watching playoff football that I got to find a way to get back in it. So I'm just happy to be here, and shout out to my teammates, and most importantly, we move on. And we get another home game, so that's big.
Yeah, you like those.
Yeah, for sure. It's amazing here. Got the best fans in the world, and look forward to next week.
Thank you, Saquon.
Of course. Thank you.
All right, officially, Saquon, 25 carries, 119 yards. Michael, up next week, we don't know who they'll play yet. It'll be a home game against either Tampa, Vikings, or Lions.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game. I can tell you that. But, Saquon Barkley.
Did I say Vikings or Lions?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
I meant Vikings or Rams.
I get it, Kurt. Yes. I got you, brother.
We got you.
We on the same page here. But whoever it's going to be, it's going to be a good guy. I don't think the road is easy for Philadelphia. I think that everybody they're going to come up against, no matter who it is going to give them a challenge. But, it's great to see Saquon having the success he's having. And you know what? Here's the guy, he slides down at the end of the game, doesn't want to run up the score, just run it down. You would have got the 30 more yards for the touchdown.
At least 30.
But, on top of it, like here, he's just slashing and dashing. He's finishing these runs. He has so many runs over 60 yards. And just to see him dancing on the sideline and having fun, and the teammates love him. And he was doing that interview, and they're running by going, you're the savior, Saquon. It's one thing to go to a team in the first year and have some impact, but it's another thing to go to the team and be completely a team changer, not just on the field, but in the mentality in the locker room and on the field as well, outside of your play. And that's been what Saquon's done.
It's a 12-point win, but that's surprising because there was 4 turnovers by Green Bay. The yardage was about the same, but the 4 turnovers and the Philadelphia defense, that was the difference.
And injuries. Yeah. Injuries were such a big factor. Getting back to Saquon, you could make the case that, he may be the acquisition of the year and I think he changed the dynamic of that football team. Tied with the offensive line, he's so good.
What about Henry? I can agree with you for the NFC side, AFC side, if you want to put it like that. Henry, are you kidding me? We saw what he does too.
The defensive additions for the Philadelphia Eagles, the 2 defensive backs, Zach Bond. Yeah. You look at them. Those additions. Vic Fangio.
Yeah. Brock, what do you think about the Eagles on a day where they didn't play their best overall, but still won by double digits?
Yeah, Philly definitely didn't look invincible. They looked beatable at times throughout this game. And Green Bay, they needed to play a sound game overall in all 3 phases, and that did not happen, especially with the special teams. They had an opening kickoff where they fumbled, and then the Eagles walked in with they didn't walk in, they threw it for a touchdown pass, and then they also missed a field goal, the Green Bay Packers. So that was a 10-point swing right there. A.J. Brown, Dallas Goedert, Devontae Smith, they got to get involved more in the game plan if they want to beat whoever they're playing next week. And Jalen Hurts has to step it up in the pass game as well, or else they're going to be sent home next week.
I think they did the game plan they wanted to do. I don't think it was all about explosion. But
I look though, and you would have thought though that they probably would have had a little bit more impact because everybody's gearing up to stop the run game, to stop Saquon, and they're physical. Philadelphia is a physical team. And so when you go into this game on any kind of mindset of the team, it's stop the physicality. Show them we're as physical as they are. Let's take their will as much as we've seen them take other people's will on every level of the game. Yeah. So Philadelphia today showed that they're a more physical team. It'll be interesting if anybody can match that going forward.
And again, next week they will take on either Tampa, the Vikings, or the Rams, whichever one is the higher seed. Let's check in with Jay Glazer right now. as that Ram-Viking game did get moved to Arizona for tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll talk about the Rams here. Listen, there's obviously been a lot of unrest here with the Rams. A lot of those players, coaches, Sean McVay himself had to get evacuated early this week. And great job by the league, by the Rams, come together, making sure all the families, even pets, could go out there to Arizona. And I just talked to Sean. He said, we're doing as a group much better now than we were a few days ago. We're exhausted, and rightfully so. But obviously, tragedy, it can actually bring you together as a team. And that's what we're doing right now. And quite frankly, that's what we're going to do here in California as well. We're going to come together.
I think people are already doing it here in California. Yeah. There's so many ways that you can give if you have an opportunity. Yeah. The Red Cross is a big sponsor.
Praying for everybody.
People around the NFL are doing exactly. The wildfires are still being fought. We will talk about football again, though, when we see you next week with our next round of coverage.
The Eagles, they're on to the divisional.